everyone, it's Donna here. I am back and I have been busy. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. I went to go visit my mother and they actually let me go inside to eat dinner with her. We were in the very front parlor. They wouldn't let me go in the dining room. In the front parlor, it was just me and her. We were socially distant, but it was really nice. So that was nice, a nice treat for both of us to be able to eat dinner together. They had pity on us because it was so cold here on Christmas Day. Not as cold as some of the rest of the country experienced, but for Florida it was very cold. But I have been busy. I have 2 journals that I want to show you that I completed over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to start with this one, the kind of a shabby chic style. This one I am calling Penelope. And Penelope has a soft cover with beautiful eyelet type doily, and then a round ruffled pink and cream, pink and white doily, and then on top of that is another doily with a pink bud in the center. These I offered in my last doily video. Don't go looking for them, they are sold out, but I kept some for myself and I used one here, and all of those elements wrap around the spine. And then on there's a little bit of journal jewelry here. There's a leaf, a pearl, and a little bottle of, and the bottle has little pink hearts in it, little pink heart sequins in it. Very cute. And that's just clipped on. You can take that off and put it somewhere else if you want. Penelope measures 6 inches by 9 inches. And as I said, it's a soft, flexible spine, fabric spine. Oh, and my dog has decided she's going to chew on a bone right now. So that noise that you hear in the background is her chewing on a bone. Penelope has 48 pages front and back. It's single signature. The papers that I used in here are from, most of them are from Antique Papery. The Tea Party collection and the Garden Trellis collection. This is one of them. I think this one is Tea Party. Yeah, there's the teapot there. And then the other line I used was from Dreams, etc. Collage Rose collection. And then there's some scrapbooking papers in here also. The inside cover is this pretty pink butterfly fabric. And there's a lace pocket. You can put something. I didn't put anything in the front pocket. Page from a teacup collector's guide. Can't have shabby chic without teacups, right? There's lots of laces in here. Very feminine, feminine journal. Most of the pages are not tea stained, but pink. I think it was tea actually. Raspberry tea maybe. It's just a little decoration there, and that folds open. This is a belly band. It's not, this part isn't tied down, so you can tuck something in there as well. Oops. But tucked into the belly band is a original page from a 1902 farm journal and an original ledger page from 1924. So you can use those for collage or to scan them and use them. The belly band has the same pink butterfly fabric from the cover. Some grid paper. This is an envelope. Little butterfly holds it closed. This is from Dreams, etc. And inside of the envelope are, I'm not going to show it all, but there's little embellishments, stamps, and little pieces of ephemera that you can use to decorate the journal. And that just tucks in with a big paper clip. A little bit of stenciling here, page from a children's book. It's so cute. The little kitty is so cute. Look at her. She's looking for her ball, and it's right in front of her. There's some pink mulberry paper, handmade paper. Some more lace on this shorter page. Page from Antique Papery. And inside of this upper tuck is a French letter, script letter. It's just tucked up in there. More pretty blue lace here. The saying, follow your dreams. More ruffled lace here on this blue, pale blue dyed paper. And inside the center signature is an envelope kind of flippy thing. This idea came from Robin Dudley Howes. She did that earlier this year, or maybe last year. It's all envelopes. The front one has a fussy cut rose. It opens up and there's a tag in here. This is just a see-through pocket with a rose behind it. And then there's my pretty Victorian lady that I used in my last journal. I love her. You're going to see her a lot. And that opens up. There's a little journaling card here. And inside of the pocket is another pretty Victorian lady with her big hat with a whole bird on top of it. On this side, there's a side tuck with a big journaling tag. And that flips open. And here's another journaling card. This is a page from a French encyclopedic dictionary. This is an embossed envelope and address form that's open in the middle for a tuck spot. And these are two little Victorian trade card reproductions, printables. I can't remember if I bought those from somebody or if they are my own. I have a collection of Victorian trade cards that I've scanned. I can't remember which ones are mine. This is a fussy cut flower, and then pretty Victorian ladies with their hats. This is from the Delineator, and that came from archive.org. On this side is a long tag tucked in here that I collaged. This is just scrapbook paper, and I can't remember what line it's from. And then that flips open again. There's a large tag in here that I collaged. And at the bottom is a little tuck spot with a couple of little pieces of ephemera, a cigarette card from the 30s, and another little ticket. Oops. That's just tucked down in there. And on this side, a couple of my Victorian ladies, and these are just those little envelopes, and they both flip open. There's nothing inside of them. You can tuck some little secret notes in there. Excuse me. And that flips open. There's a double tuck here with, I think this one is Tim Holtz, little journaling card. And then in the back is another tall tag for journaling with lace on the top. And then in the center is a vellum pocket. And inside the pocket is an original bank letter from 1910. and a page from an 1888 book, and this particular chapter was on etiquette of the street, rules of conduct to be observed. Very interesting reading. Laws of etiquette. So I will let the purchaser read that. Very interesting, to say the least. And this just closes up left, right, left, right, left, and right. And it's held together with some seam binding. I like making these, but they are very time consuming to do. Very time consuming to decorate, let me put it that way. And this flips open, and this whole thing is a file folder. You can see the folder in the background there. There's two more, excuse me, sip of coffee. Two more dress forms with little pieces of ephemera tucked in the back. And a few more here. Little tickets, cigarette cards. In the center, the strings have, some pearls and crystals and butterfly, a little butterfly charm. And this is a double pocket. And this is also from Antique Papery, but excuse me. But this one is from a different line. I think this one was Dance Lessons, I think is the name of it. And then behind that is a tall tag that I collaged. Some little die cut and some butterflies on the back. And then inside of the back pocket, inside of the folder itself, is a very tall, big tag with one of Verdote's roses, some vintage lace up here, just some collage. And then on this side is another tall tag with another of Verdote's flowers, and just collaged. Another die cut on the back and some stenciling. And lace on the side. And then on the back side is a altered envelope. Junk mail envelope is just folded up, and that makes a pocket. And there's a collage tag in there. And then inside of the pocket you can see the tag is two of my pretty Victorian ladies, and it was perfect. They fit perfectly in there to show through the window. That worked out nicely. And of course some seam binding and fabric. This is just a side tuck. I do not know where I got this from. It came in a purchase I made, but I can't remember where. And then some ledger paper with pretty pink trim. Here's the fabric flip in here, and there are 4 different laces and a wedding applique there, and that just flips up for more journaling. And some little rosebuds down there. Some blue lace. The back side of that mulberry paper says Moments. Back side of the children's book. Isn't she cute? She's just so adorable with her pretty blue bow and her pink ears. And inside this one is the fortune cookie, and some more stenciling on here. This is some handmade paper. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but there's some little flecks, little shiny flecks in it. This page has an envelope, a little coin envelope, and inside of it is another pretty lady. Look at that hat. Can you imagine walking around with that hat on your head? It must be 2 feet tall. Luckily most of it looks like feathers, so it's probably not very heavy. It's just amazes me what they wore back in the day. This just flips out for more journaling there. There's the back side of the teacup page. Another little, this is tight all the way down. It says sparkle, and I put some stickles on it so it does sparkle. And this is the back. It's my handmade by sticker. And in the back pocket is just some extra blank pages for writing or covering things up. And there's the back. So that is Penelope. And it just ties with some lace. I left the lace really long. You can cut it down. Cut it down if you want to. And this one I am calling Zephie. This was inspired by Patricia Veramonte. She did a series not long ago, and she called it her flippy thingy. And I decided I wanted to try it. It looked really cool. She made it, this is all made with envelopes, like business envelopes, big envelopes. She made hers with bigger envelopes. I wanted to try it in a smaller size, and if I do it again, I will not do it in the smaller size, and I'll show you why. I'll do it in the same size envelope that she did. Hers was 9, her envelope was like 9 by 12 or something like that. But anyway, and the paper she used, I didn't have the paper, but it was all like collage of vintage things, and I decided to pull out a whole bunch of my vintage stuff, linens and laces and ephemera, and I did some digitals. So the digitals, most of the digitals you'll see in here are from my my scans that I just did recently. This one measures about 4 1/4 by 6 inches tall, and it's probably about 3/4 of an inch thick. It's very chunky. It's held together just with some seam binding that's wrapped around. Patricia had 2 different versions of this flippy thingy. I did version number 2. She did a tutorial on version number 1. They're very similar. They're just kind of put together a little bit differently. And I did the decorating different from how she did it. So it just wraps around, and this is just a mother of pearl button that's just threaded through an eyelet, so you can change this if you want. You can, I'm going to come down a little bit on this one. You can see the collaged paper that I did. There's some lace on the spine. There's the collaged paper. That is all paper there. And there are 3 sections to it. It's not really a journal, it's more of a folio, because you've got this front section, you've got the middle section, and you've got the back section. And this front section flips open. Pretty little girl with her dog, and one of my vintage ladies, and then my scan in the background. And inside of this pocket are a Tundex card and another original bank letter from 1910. And then when you open this up, it flips open, and on this side there's a pocket, and there's another page from that French encyclopedic dictionary. And then this flips up, and there's a little booklet up here for journaling. And then a glassine envelope, and in it is a collage journaling card. And then on this side is a embossed vellum pocket with a tall skinny tag in it and lace at the top. And then just a collage over here. And then on this side, inside of the pocket, is another tag for journaling. And then the back side of that, well, you already saw that part. I left blank. You can put pictures there. The reason why I would not do a smaller version like this is because these parts that fold up are so small, there's not as much that you can do with them as if you had a larger envelope. These would be bigger and you can put pockets and things. So, but I did the best I could with the size that I chose to work with, and I still think it turned out pretty. Oops. That just ties up. And then the center part is kind of the journal part. There's a pretty little girl. This I left open at the top. You can tuck something back there if you want. And then butterflies. And then inside the pocket is another page from that 1888 book. And this one is on letters of friendship and relationship. Very interesting reading. Here's some examples of letters here. It's like the etiquette of writing. And that's in the pocket. And then this is the kind of journal part. Coffee stained paper, German poetry, lined paper, a page from a bird book, some tracing paper, shorthand, ledger, and in the center is Edith Holden, and then the rest, the back side of those pages. And then on the back side there's my pretty lady, and that flips open. There's a little pocket here with a couple of a tag and a cigarette card. And then this pocket up here has a couple of tickets in it. And then inside of here is a journaling card. Lots of stitching in here in this folio, I guess I'll call it. Flippy thingy. And there's a collage. I forgot to show the back side of that. There's just a collage on the back side of that. The skinny flippy thing. And then on the back side, there's a couple of little fold down pieces for journaling. They both fold down. That flips open. There's a pocket here, and inside the pocket is another page from the German Encyclopedic Dictionary on eggs. Pretty Victorian lady. And this side is just a little pamphlet. The cover of it is a original ledger page from 1911, so you can read that, and then just some miscellaneous pages for journaling in there. And there's one of my collage page. And then on the outside of it is a dress form with a couple of a ticket, and a cigarette card tucked in. And then on this side there's a window pocket, and inside of it is one of my pretty ladies with her big hat. So that just, oops, ties up. And the front and back ties they're loose, they're just threaded underneath it, so you can change that if you want. So there you have it. This is Zephie. If you are watching this video and either one of these journals are still for sale, the purchase information will be down below in the description box. Next weekend is the first Saturday of the month, so it will be Doily Day, and I have some really pretty things to offer. I've been very busy over the last few weeks, so the month of January is, I've got journal kits coming up, I have tassels coming up, I have lots of bling coming up, lots of blingy things coming up. I'm also planning a challenge giveaway for the month of January. I'm still working out the details of that. I have lots of wedding dress stuff. I was able to purchase several wedding dresses from a shop that was closed, and they were selling the dresses. I have lots of appliques ready to go right now. If anybody wants an applique grab bag, contact me. They are $12, and contact information, as always, is down below. So I got lots of stuff coming up, so stay tuned. I look forward to the new year. Hopefully it'll be better than 2020. It's been a very tough year for a lot of us. But I'm looking forward to the new year and getting going again, and I will see you next weekend. Bye for now.